I walk through stations and through streets, and every time the crowd parts, I scan the shoulders, scan the backs, as if I'm looking for a heart. I'm not expecting you to be there, I'm not hoping that you'll turn, but once I saw the shape of you, and now it's something I can't unlearn. The shape of your back in a crowd, that's what I keep looking for. A certain angle of a spine, a certain way that someone walks. It's not that I still miss you, it's just that my eyes now know the shape of your back in a crowd, and I keep scanning, looking, watching as they go. Last week in the grocery aisle, I saw a jacket like the one you wore. My heart did that small skip it does, before my mind said not him once more. It's not a grief I carry daily, it's not a wound that hasn't healed, it's just a habit I developed when I saw you across the field. The shape of your back in a crowd, that's what I keep looking for. A certain angle of a spine, a certain way that someone walks. It's not that I still miss you, it's just that my eyes now know the shape of your back in a crowd, and I keep scanning, looking, watching as they go. And maybe one day I'll stop, or maybe I won't ever. Maybe I'll always look for you in weather and in never, because a person changes your perception more than they ever know. They leave behind a silhouette that you can't let go. The shape of your back in a crowd, that's what I keep looking for. A certain angle of a spine, a certain way that someone walks. It's not that I still miss you, it's just that my eyes now know the shape of your back in a crowd, and I keep scanning, looking, watching as they go. And I'm okay with this, I've made a friend of this habit. It's just one more way of carrying you without you ever knowing me. I saw a joke you would have loved, I saved it in my phone. I heard a song you would have played and sent it to my own alone. It's not that I still wait for you, it's not that I still hope, it's just that some words only fit the shape of someone who won't show. This is the language you never taught me, but I learned it anyway. The way I tell you about my morning, the things I mean to say. You never asked, I never spoke, but somewhere in my chest I keep a whole vocabulary that only knows your name. I know how you take your coffee, I know the films you'd like. I've had 1,000 conversations with you on my bike. Sometimes I think if we had met in a different life or time, I would have used these words and you would have understood each line. But we didn't, and you won't. And I keep speaking to the wall, a language that was built for two, but only one can hear it all. This is the language you never taught me, but I learned it anyway. The way I tell you about my morning, the things I mean to say. You never asked, I never spoke, but somewhere in my chest I keep a whole vocabulary that only knows your name. I still send you messages sometimes, not to your phone, just to the air. And I smile because you would have smiled back if you had ever been there, if you had ever been there. I saw a stranger on the train today. Something in his profile made me pause. A line of jaw, a certain shade of gray, and suddenly I was back inside that car. The streetlight flickered orange and low. We stood there saying nothing for a while. You looked at me like I was meant to know, and I just turned and walked away with a smile. What if I had stayed? What if I had let you take my hand? What if I listened to the quiet and not the fear that I had planned? But I didn't then, and I won't pretend that I regret it every day. I just sometimes wonder on the train, what if I had stayed? I don't remember what you wore that night. I don't remember what we didn't say. I just remember that the moon was bright and that I chose to walk the other way. You didn't call, I didn't write. Two strangers playing almost by the light. We could have been a story with a name. Instead we're just a question I can't frame. What if I had stayed? What if I had let you take my hand? What if I listened to the quiet and not the fear that I had planned? But I didn't then, and I won't pretend that I regret it every day. I just sometimes wonder on the train, what if I had stayed? Maybe in some other life I'm still standing on that street and you're leaning in to say something I never got to keep. Maybe there's a version of me who was brave enough to stay, but she's not here, she never was. She's just a better part of yesterday. What if I had stayed? What if I had let you take my hand? What if I listened to the quiet and not the fear that I had planned? I didn't then, but I don't pretend that I regret it every day. I just sometimes wonder on the train, what if I had stayed? What if I had stayed?
I don't go to that street anymore. It's been years, but every now and then I feel the ghost of what I didn't do. And it smiles at me like an old photograph that I never took.
Last night you came to me in sleep. You stood there in the doorway. You looked at me like you were deep in something you were trying to say. Your lips moved but I couldn't hear. The sound was underwater, but something in the way you stood told me you finally wanted to. The dream where you finally speak, where your voice breaks the silence, where you say the words I never heard, and I feel like I can't breathe, but then I wake up and I'm reaching for the echo of your voice. The dream where you finally speak is the one I have no choice but to keep. I woke up with my hands stretched out into the empty morning. I tried to grab the fading sounds of whatever you were forming, but dreams don't let you keep the words. They only let you feel them, and I felt you there so close to me, like something almost real. The dream where you finally speak, where your voice breaks the silence, where you say the words I never heard, and I feel like I can't breathe, but then I wake up and I'm reaching for the echo of your voice. The dream where you finally speak is the one I have no choice but to keep. And maybe that's the only way I'll ever hear you say my name. Not in this life, not in this world, but in the space between the frames. And I will take it, I will keep it, even if it's not the truth, because at least in my dreams you're not afraid to move. The dream where you finally speak, where your voice breaks the silence, where you say the words I never heard, and I feel like I can breathe. I'll meet you there tonight again in the place that I can't keep. The dream where you finally speak is the one where you're not asleep. And I'll wait for the sleep. I'll wait for you to speak. I'll wait for you to speak. We said we'd meet on Saturday. I packed a bag, I cleared the day. I waited by the station gate from early morning until late. I called you twice, I sent a text. I tried to figure out what's next, but you didn't pick up the line, and I ran out of ways to make it fine. The weekend you didn't show taught me one thing: they're waiting on someone is a dangerous thing. I gave you the hours, I gave you the grace, but you couldn't even give me your face. I sat on the bench, I watched the I bought a coffee, let it go cold. Sat there watching the story unfold. People around me, hand in hand, laughing, talking, making plans. I smiled at strangers, I kept my cool, but I felt like a fool on a stool, waiting for nothing, waiting for air. And I finally understood what was there. The weekend you didn't show taught me one thing, that waiting on someone is a dangerous thing. I gave you the hours, I gave you the grace, but you couldn't even give me a face. I sat on the bench, I watched the sun fall, and I realized I was giving my all to someone who couldn't even call. The weekend you didn't show, I built my own wall. I'm not angry, I'm not hurt, I just finally saw the dirt underneath the pretty lie that you would show up if you tried. You didn't try, and that's the fact, and I'm not taking any of it back. I just stood up and walked away, and that was the start of my own day. The weekend you didn't show, I found my own way home. Not waiting, not guessing, just finally resting. The weekend you didn't show is the weekend I let go of the hope that kept me small. The weekend you didn't show, I saw it all. The weekend you didn't show. The weekend you didn't show. Your chest still sits by the window pane, where you'd read your books in the morning rain. I walk past it every day, and I don't feel the need to move it away. It's just a chair, just wooden frame. It doesn't hold your voice or name. The chair I didn't move is not a shrine. It's just a piece of furniture aligned between what was and what is now. I don't need to rearrange to know how to let the past sit where it will, and let the quiet slowly fill the space you used to occupy. The chair I didn't move taught me why. I used to think I had to clear the room to make a space for something new to bloom, but the chair just sits there still and plain, and I don't feel the old familiar pain. It doesn't ask me to explain, it doesn't carry or refrain. The chair I didn't move is not a shrine. It's just a piece of furniture aligned between what was and what is now. I don't need to rearrange to know how to let the past sit where it will, and let the quiet slowly fill the space you used to occupy. The chair I didn't move taught me why. Maybe the chair was never yours to keep. It was just a place I used to weep, but now it's just a seat of light, a quiet place to rest at night. The chair I didn't move is where I learned to sit with what I couldn't change and slowly, gently quit. The chair I didn't move, the chair I didn't move, it's not a sign of loss, it's just a piece of wood. I finally learned to cross the chair I didn't move. The chair I didn't move. I was cleaning out my phone today, deleting names I'll never use. Oh, coworkers, take out places, people I don't have to choose. And then I saw your name, still there like it belonged. Not at the top, not at the bottom, just somewhere I've been holding on. I still have your number in my phone, I don't know why I keep it. Maybe part of me still thinks one day I'll need to reach it, but I don't call and you don't text, and I don't even know if it's still you. I still have your number, but I don't know what to do with the rest of you. I think the last time we spoke was 3 years ago, last May. I sent you something, you sent back hi, and that was the end of that day. I kept the message for a while, then deleted it in a wave of pride. But I kept the number like a light I didn't want to turn off. I still have your number in my phone, I don't know why I keep it. Maybe part of me still thinks one day I'll need to reach it, but I don't call and you don't text, and I don't even know if it's still you. I still have your number, but I don't know what to do with the rest of you. I almost deleted it today, my thumb was hovering above, but something in me couldn't, and something in me wouldn't, and something in me knew that if I pressed delete, I'd also delete the me you almost called, who kept your name, who never let go of the flame. And I wasn't ready yet, so I still have your number in my phone, I don't know why I keep it. Maybe I'm not supposed to know, maybe some things I just can't, because we're not done with the ghost. I put the phone down, I didn't delete it, I just let it be in the dark, in my pocket like I let you be. In my past, not gone, just not called. I wasn't looking for you that day, I was just walking home. I saw a jacket I remembered before I saw the face I know. My heart did that old thing again, the skip that always gives me away. Then I saw your hand was holding someone else's, and everything rearranged. I saw you with someone else, not in a photo, not in my head, on the street in the middle of my life. And I did I stood there like a stranger does, pretending to look at my phone. I watched you touch her shoulder and I thought about the nights I stayed alone. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. I wanted to run, but my feet stayed. I felt something quietly break, and I didn't know if it would ever remake. I saw you with someone else, not in a photo, not in my head, on the street in the middle of my life. And I didn't know what to do with my hands. You laughed at something she said, and your smile was new to me, 'cause it wasn't meant for me. I turned and walked into a store. I bought a bottle of cold water. I stood there for 10 minutes until my hands didn't shake anymore. I wasn't crying, I was just trying to catch the one I used to be. She got lost somewhere in that hour, between seeing you and walking free. I saw you with someone else, and you didn't even see me. You didn't even see me, and that's the part I can't unsee. I paid for the water. I walked back outside. The sun was still there, and you were gone. I walked home, and I kept walking. I kept walking. I changed my route to work last spring, because you said you liked that street with the old trees and the bakery. I walked it for a year just for me. You never asked, I never said it wasn't yours to keep. It was a quiet offering that I made in my sleep. All the things you never knew, all the small and silent moves. I learned your language, learned your songs, held your name for far too long. You'll never know, and that's okay. I didn't do it anyway. I did it for the person I became. From all the things you never knew. I bought a book you once mentioned. I never read it, kept it on my shelf. I just like seeing your hand in mine without you knowing it yourself. I saved a playlist I never sent with songs you'd never hear. It had your rhythm, had your breath, but you were never near. All the things you never knew, all the small and silent moves. I learned your language, learned your songs, held your name for far too long. You'll never know, and that's okay. I didn't do it anyway. I did it for the person I became. From all the things you never knew. things you never knew. All the small and silent moves. I learned your language, learned your songs, held your name for far too long. You'll never know, and that's okay. I didn't do it anyway. I did it for the person I became. From all the things you never knew, I walk that street sometimes still, and I think of you, and I think of me, and I think of all the things you never knew, and I smile. The train was full but not too full, and you sat down beside me. Your shoulder almost touched my shoulder, but not quite, not quite. I counted all the inches there between my arm and yours, a gap that held 1,000 things that never left our pores. The space between us on the subway, that's where I keep you now. 3 or 4 small inches that I never knew how to cross or close or fill with words, but I remember still. The space between us on the subway, and I always will. The train went round a curve and swayed, and you leaned toward my side. I felt the heat of you so close, and something open wide. But then the track went straight again, and you leaned back away. We never touched, we never spoke, we had nothing to say. The space between us on the subway, that's where I keep you now. 3 or 4 small inches that I never knew how to cross or close or fill with words, but I remember still. The space between us on the subway, and I always will. And maybe that's the only love I was ever meant to know. Not the touching, not the talking, just the nearly, just the close, just the almost warm of someone's skin through fabric and through air. Just the feeling that for one small turn, you almost wanted to be there. The space between us on the subway, that's where I keep you now. 3 or 4 small inches that I never knew how to cross or close or fill with words, but I remember still. The space between us on the subway, and I always will. I got off at my stop, you stayed on the train. I never saw you again, but I still have the gap. You take oh. Late at night when I can't sleep, I pull your face out from the deep. I smooth your edges, fill the gaps. You start to smile the way I like, but then I dig up a photograph, and you look different in the light. Your hair was parted on the other side, and your eyes were not that bright. So I'm missing a version of you, one that I built from borrowed parts, one that only lives inside my room, one that lives inside my heart. You're out there somewhere living your life, and I'm in here making you nice. I'm missing a version of you, and that version's never coming true. I know you never said those words, I know you never held my hand, but in my memory you did, and now I can't tell what I planned. I've been rewriting our first talk for 700 nights and more. The real you said hello and walked. The you I made said let's explore. So I'm missing a version of you, one that I built from borrowed parts, one that only lives inside my room, one that lives inside my heart. You're out there somewhere living your life, and I'm in here making you nice. I'm missing a version of you, and that version's never coming true. And I don't blame you for not being the person in my head. You never asked to be rewritten, you never asked to be misread, but I needed someone to hold in the hours that were cold, and you were the one I chose. Even if you never knew, I chose a version of you. So I'm missing a version of you, one that I built from borrowed parts, one that only lives inside my room, one that all lives inside my heart. You're out there somewhere living your life, and I'm in here making you nice. I'm missing a version of you, and that version's never coming true. But that's okay, that's okay, because in here you stay. We agreed to meet at the old bridge, where the water runs slow and the light hits the ridge. I got there early, I stood in the wind, I watched the cars pass, I watched the day bend. You said you'd be there by 4:30, but the shadows stretched and you never showed. I stayed till the sky turned from blue to gray, and then I finally walked away. That was the place where I stopped waiting, where the hope ran the place where I stopped waiting, where the hope ran dry and the truth started breaking. Not with a shout, not with a scene, just a quiet turn, just a quiet leave. I didn't look back, I didn't call, I just stopped believing you'd show up at all. The place where I stopped waiting became a new start. The bridge didn't hold me, it led me apart. Oh, I'm not saying it didn't matter, I'm not saying I wasn't hurt, I'm just saying that waiting made everything worse. And when I finally stepped off that ground, I felt the silence turn into sound. The place where I stopped waiting, it's just a bridge now, just a view. It doesn't hold the weight of you, it doesn't hold me either. I'm moving through the place where I stopped waiting. It's the start of where I grew. The place where I stopped waiting. The place where I stopped waiting. Place where I stopped waiting. We built it with our hands, from things we didn't understand, and called it home. We drew the plans on a napkin at a coffee shop in the rain. You said, I want the windows open, I said, I want the walls to stay the same. We used old cardboard boxes and tape that never held too long, but we believed in what we were making, like a half-finished song. We painted it in colors that only we could see, a future drawn in pencil so we could erase it if we need, but we never did erase it. We just kept adding more till the weight of all our hoping couldn't hold up anymore. And the cracks started showing where the walls met the floor. We pretended not to notice till we couldn't ignore. We built paper houses with paper hearts inside. We thought they'd stand forever, but we never checked the tide. The rain came in on Monday, by Wednesday it was gone, but we're still sitting in the rubble, finding out what we're built upon. We built paper houses with paper promises. We wrote our names on the walls. Now the walls don't exist, but the names are still written on hands that we hold. Turns out paper houses don't have to be made of gold to be a home. Remember how we fought about the curtains, whether they should be red or blue? That was the first time I saw you, the way your voice could cut right through the paper walls between us that we never meant to tear. But once they started ripping, there was nothing we could spare. And the storm came out of nowhere, or maybe it was always there, just waiting for the moment when we stopped pretending to care about the perfect image, the Instagram facade. The house we showed the world was just a painted fraud. And the cracks kept showing where the walls met the floor. But when the whole thing crumbled, we were still there wanting more. We built paper just the open, honest sky. And for the first time I can see you, not the person I wanted you to be, but the person standing by. We don't need walls to hold each other, we don't need roofs to stay dry. We just need this ground beneath us and the truth between our eyes. I see you now, you see me too, and maybe that's more than a paper house could ever do. We built paper houses with paper hearts inside. We thought they'd stand forever, but we never checked the tide. The rain came in on Monday, by Wednesday it was gone, and now we're sitting in the open where the light keeps shining on. We built paper houses, but that's not what we are. We're the ones who stayed when the walls fell apart. We don't need the paper, don't need the pretend, just the truth of two people still here in the end. Still here in the end. Paper houses fall, but we don't fall with them. We just keep building something real, from the ground up, from the truth up, from right now. I turned off my phone at 10:30. Watch the ceiling fan go round again. You said your piece and I said mine. Now there's nothing left but space and time. I wish I could take a couple words back, rewind the tape and change the track, but we both know we're too close to the flame. So I'll step outside the frame, and I'm not running, I'm just standing still. Let the dust fall down the hill before we speak another word that we don't mean. We don't have to fix it all tonight. Let the silence be the thing that's right. I'm not mad, I'm just a little tired, but words that cut like wire. We don't have to solve it all right now. Let the question settle somehow. I'll be here when the smoke clears out. Just let it settle now. I heard your voice crack through the door. You said things you never said before, and maybe I was just as wrong, holding on to pride too long. I know your heart and you know mine, that's why this silence cuts so fine. We're not enemies, we're just confused, two people who refuse to lose a lot. And I'm not leaving, I'm just letting go of the need to always know which one of us should take the blame. That's not the game. We don't have to fix it all tonight. Let the silence be the thing that's right. I'm not mad, I'm just a little tired, but words that cut like wire. We don't have to solve it all right now. Let the question settle somehow. I'll be here when the smoke clears out. Just let it settle now. What if the quiet says more than we can say? What if we wake up and find a better way? I'm scared too, but I'm not walking out. I'm just waiting for the doubt to run its course and fade away. We don't have to fix it all tonight. Let the silence be the thing that's right. I'm not angry, I'm just learning how to breathe and trust the now. We don't have to solve it all right now. Time will show us what we don't know how. I'll be here when the smoke clears out. Just let it settle now. Just let it settle. first said my name, it was a Wednesday, I think. You said it once and I never forgot, but you never said it again. I was building a house from a single brick, a city from a glance. I was writing a book from a single word, but you never read the chance. You never saw me, not really, not true. I was a window, you walked past someone you passed through. You never saw me, and I don't blame you for that. Some people just see the front door and never look at the mat. I remember the way you laughed that night at something I didn't say. I was standing right there in the light, but you looked the other way. I was holding a flame that you never felt, a warmth you never knew. I was standing right where you could see, but you saw right through. You never saw me, not really, not true. I was a window, you walked past someone you passed through. You never saw me, and I don't blame you for that. Some people just see the front door and never look at the mat. And that's okay, I've made my peace with being the one who watched while you went on with your life, and I stayed and kept the thought. Not every love is meant to be seen, not every heart is meant to meet. Some people are just strangers who happen to walk down your street. You never saw me, and that was always true. But I saw you, and I remember, and that's enough for two. I saw enough for both of us, I'll carry that. You can keep the rest. I used to draw your outline in the dark, a silhouette I carried like a mark. But the edges softened over time, and the lines began to realign. Now I see a different shape at dawn, a form that's mine, a light I've drawn. The shape of what we were is not a chain, it's just a curve that taught me how to gain a newer form, a clearer view of what I'm meant to hold on to. Not the whole, just the part that softened and let me start to build a shape that fits me now. The shape of what we were taught me how. I don't trace your shadow on the wall, don't wait for your echo in the hall. The contour of your presence fades into the quiet of the shades, and what remains is not a scar, it's just a shape that shows how far I've come from where I used to be. A new geometry for me. The shape of what we were is a curve that taught me how to gain a newer form, a clearer view of what I'm meant to hold on to. Not the whole, just the part that's softened and let me start to build a shape that fits me now. The shape of what we were taught me how. Maybe the shape was never meant to hold. It was just a story I was told to help me find my own design, a line that finally aligned. The shape of what we were is fading soft and slow. It doesn't hold me anymore, it just helps me grow into the form I choose to